balikan ko lang po kay Guteza. Are you bothered by his disappearance? And ano po yung current efforts right now to locate him?
Well, obviously, sincere yung efforts to locate him. Ano? Kasi he has to clarify Yung kung meron siya maidadagdag, idagdag niya. No? So, importante yung kanyang presence kung meron siya maidadagdag pa sa kanyang nauna ng pinahayag. At saka concerned din kasi hindi na natin alam kung ano nangyari sa kanya. No? May mga claim na nasa marine compound, hindi naman pala. May mga... At saka parang gusto ko rin malaman sa kanya, sino ba talaga yung naggawa ng affidavit mo? Kasi nakita ko yung interview ni dating Congressman Mike Defensor, katulong sila Sinasabi niya na they helped Gutesa draft his affidavit. So, kailangan maklarify din yun. Hindi ba ang sariling gawa ni Gutesa yung affidavit? Kung hindi niya sarili, sino yung mga tumulong sa kanya na maggawa ng affidavit?
Ano po yung basa or tingin nyo, analysis nyo dun sa situation? Is he hiding or meron po bang nagtatago sa kanya?
Hindi ko alam. Yung guess mo is as good as mine, ano? Kasi wala nga nakakalam, tahimik na tahimik. Alam nyo, ganito lang yan, ano? Kung ang hangad mo, mag-prosecute talaga, makapagpa-convict talaga, dapat hindi siya nawawala. Kasi ang pwede lang mag-prosecute sa kanya, DOJ or Ombudsman. Hindi siya mahanap ng DOJ. Hindi siya mahanap ng Ombudsman. Kung ang intention mo, magpropaganda lang, diyan ka sa Blue Ribbon at mawala ka na. Kasi yun lang Sa ngayon, di ba, nagkaroon ng isipan sa mga kababayan natin na siya lang ang nakapag-implicate kay Speaker Romualdez. Although kay Congressman Saldico, hindi lang siya, ang dami pang ibang nag-implicate sa kanya, nauna na. Pero ang importante rito, in-implicate niya si dating Speaker Romualdez at nag-iisa siya nakapag-implicate. Pagkatapos nawala siya. So kung ang hangarin mo is talagang logical conclusion, which is to prosecute and convict former Speaker Romualdez, dapat nandito siya. Hindi man sa Blue Ribbon, kung inisip niyang hindi siya makapagtiwala sa Blue Ribbon, humarap man lang siya sa DOJ, humarap man lang siya sa Ombudsman. Kung yun ang hangarin. So now, anong isipin natin? Bakit Blue Ribbon lang at pagkatapos ng isang pagsipot, nawala ka na?
So sir, hindi niyo ba tatanungin itong investigation sa flood control anomaly, sa tingin niyo magtatagal pa o ilang hearing na lang po ito?
Well, I think pwede nang i-wrap up at least yung flood control projects, yung GOS at saka substandard. Then we can segue to other infrastructure anomalies like farm-to-market roads. Yeah. Kasi in fairness to Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, he has done and is doing a great job, as chairman of the Finance Committee. I take my hat off to him. Dahil ang dami niyang na-scrutinize, ang dami niya rin na-discover in other areas, yung mga ibang issues na related sa corruption. So, we will fully support him. In fact, the last time we met with the SP and I think Senator Kiko and Senator Bam, meron kaming kausap who offered, mga civilian who offered to help us scrutinize yung budget. Meron sila mga resource persons na nag-offer ng assistance. So, we welcome and marami kaming na-discuss doon. Number one, alisin talaga namin yung unprogrammed fund. Ang program appropriations, matitira lang yun sa foreign assisted. Of course, yung sa special purpose, yung contingent, yung mga quick reaction fund, hindi naman pwedeng alisin yun kasi paano kung mayroong calamity. Second, yung full transparency. Na-discuss na namin ito and we agreed with the Senate President, Senator Gatchalian, na hanggang sa BICAM, fully transparent. Hindi pa lang niya raw na-figure out how to go about it. But ang initial step is, hindi na pa pwedeng mayroong alien na papasok doon sa disagreeing provisions. We will limit, for easier monitoring pati, we'll just limit ourselves to putting up a matrix o kaya just juxtapose lang yung House version against the Senate version, and we will confine or limit ourselves to synchronize, to reconcile the disagreeing provisions. Hindi na po pwede yung wala naman sa House version, wala naman sa Senate version, papasukan natin ng kung anong version. No, wala na yon. Kasi that's the real intent or purpose of the bicameral conference, especially sa budget. Reconcile the disagreeing provisions. So at least along that line, nagkakasundo kami, and that's a good step para talaga maging transparent yung pagpasa natin ng budget all the way to the BICAM, all the way to the enrolled bill.
Sir, parang na-miss niyo yung mga budget hearings. So,
Yeah.
pagdating sa plenary, doon ba kayo babawi?
Yeah, kasi na-immobilize nga ako. I was decommissioned ako for 2 weeks because of my corneal surgery, no? Kaya, but sabi ko sa mga staff, bawi na lang ako sa plenary. So, we're preparing for the plenary debates, and I hope I can still contribute my worth, sa pagpasa ng budget.
Sir, balikan ko lang yung sa hearing. Invited na po ba sa next hearing si former Congressman Saldico and former House
Yes.
Speaker Martin Romualdez?
Although yung kay former speaker, although we will invite him through Speaker Boji D, wala naman talagang direct na pag-implicate sa kanya except yung statement ni Gutesa, but we'll give him the opportunity to respond. But again, in the observance of interparliamentary courtesy, kukors namin invitation sa kanya through the speaker. Yung kay Congressman, ex-Congressman Saldico will send the invitation doon sa kanyang established na residence.
Kaya lang, sir, yung Office of the Ombudsman, mukhang dun sa last known residence, parang they refuse to accept yung pinadala ng Ombudsman.
Well, it's up to them, no? Kasi kung hindi mahid yung invitation, ang susunod subpoena. At kung hindi pa rin siya sisipot based on the subpoena, then somebody may move for the issuance of a contempt citation and eventually a warrant of arrest.
At yung warrant of arrest, sir, yun, pwedeng hingin ang tulong ng Interpol para arrestuin kung saang bansa siya nandun?
Probably, kasi valid naman yung warrant of arrest, yung i-issue ng Senate. So that is as valid as any warrant of arrest issued by the court. I don't know, I'm not sure. But we will try,
Sir, may info daw kung sisipot si former Speaker Romualdez sa hearing ng Senate. May advance info kayo, sir?
Wala. Iniintay ko yung feedback niya or feedback ni Speaker D. At saka dating Speaker Romualdez din kay SP Soto. Kasi nakipag-coordinate lang ako sa office ni Senate President or kay Senate President himself. Sabi niya mukhang magkakausap yata sila this week. So sabi ko, pakitanong mo lang sa kanya kung gusto niya magkaroon ng opportunity because this happened before. Ako yung chairman ng public order na mention yung pangalan ni Congressman Veloso, di ba? And they requested me to be given the opportunity to make their manifestation and I gave them that opportunity. So if you remember, yung mga naandito nung previous Congress na yon, di ba pinagsalita namin si Congressman Veloso, si Ching Veloso. So pwede niyang gawin yun. At kung gusto niya sagutin yung mga allegation. In fact, we're thinking of sending subpoena do Tecum do sa contractor na naggagawa ng renovation noong bahay sa 42 McKinley Road. At saka yung security agency na naggugwardya ron. So, kung meron silang logbook, ipapadala namin yung logbook dito to find out if indeed between the period December 2024 hanggang August 2025, I believe yun yung period na sinasabi ni Gutesa na nagde-deliver sila ng pera do sa 42 McKinley Road. At kung meron sa logbook na may mga pumasok talaga mga sasakyan, mga vans or convoy of vehicles, then that's a strong supporting document to buttress yung testimony ni Gutesa, even without Gutesa coming back to testify, I think. Because remember, yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay na naging questionable o forged yung notaryo, that's invalid as far as yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay kung gagamitin ito sa other sa prosecution. But as far as the Blue Ribbon, yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay as read do sa kanyang sinumpang salaysay na written, valid yun because he was administered this oath and ang presumption is totoo lahat yung sinabi niya sa Blue Ribbon hearing noong September 25.
So sir, hindi applicable kay former Speaker Romualdez yung pwedeng gawin kay Saldico na kapag hindi humarap